Hey, what's up guys, Wicked Android HD here, and today we are finally here. Android Marshmallow 6.0 is ready and it's been ported by Antares 1 to our famous Galaxy S4, who is going to be making history. Either way, let's get into the flashing, because this is a special video and there may be some users that will see my video and they are not so experienced with Android flashing. I'll make this tutorial a full tutorial on how to flash, and of course the overview of the unofficial Android 6.0 Marshmallow for the GTI now 5505 Galaxy S4. So without further ado, let's get into the flashing part. We are into recovery mode, multi-ROM touch Team Win recovery project version 2.8.6. If you don't know how to install this recovery, I'll put a link in the description with all the infos you need, and also another tutorial on how to install it. It's also a simple way on how to enter multi-ROM Team Win recovery, and you'll also see that in my tutorial right down below in the description. So if you don't have this, please make sure you watch that before. So once you want to recover like this, I do always recommend making an Android backup before proceeding to flashing this ROM, because this is an official variant. It has some major bugs. It's not suitable for daily usage, guys. I have to mention that. So before making any progress in flashing, experiencing the Marshmallow, make sure you back up your device to either your SD card or internal or external SD card. So after you've done your backup, you're safe to wipe your device. So wiping data factory reset. As you may see, backup completed in 596 seconds. Very fast, because I have tons of data and cache. After you've done the wiping part, make sure you go into install and browse the internal storage, then scroll down when you'll see two files: the CM13 unofficial GFLTE.zip, which is the ROM itself, and the Slim Zero Gaps Alpha for 6.0 Marshmallow build 0.x. So the CM13 is the brand new Cyanogen mode, which is based on Marshmallow. So the last one of 12 was 12.1, which was based on Android 5.1.1. So let's get into the flashing part. What you have to do is to press this and then swipe to confirm flash. So right now it's flashing. It shouldn't take too long. As far as I read on the XDA thread, the Antares 1 developer, really popular developer on the Galaxy S4 threads, Antares 1 made this port. It's not actually a port; it's an unofficial variant for the Galaxy S4. And from what I have read, and from what my viewers told me, is that I heard that there are some problems with Wi-Fi. There are some major bugs, but apart from that, everything seems to be really even smoother than the CM 12.1. So it's a good thing to hear that about the brand new Cyanogen mode. So of course I'll get into the overview part in the following minutes, and I will show you all the features of the brand new Android Marshmallow 6.0 on our beloved Galaxy S4. Okay, so after you install the CM13.zip, then you'll have to install the GApps. GApps stands for Google Applications. They are a must before proceeding to the overview. So I'll just make sure they installed. Okay, so done. And then let's see the beautiful Android Marshmallow animation. Okay, so just to show you guys, this is a Galaxy S4. Android Marshmallow 6.0 on Galaxy S4. started doing YouTube reviews on, I reckon, 4.3 Omega. It was something Omega version 36 or something. Okay, oh, it's the Cyanogen mode boot animation, so it's not the Marshmallow one, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So think about this fact, guys. So I started doing YouTube reviews on Android 4.3, and we've been through 4.4, 4.4.2, then it was 4.4.4, the ASP and the CM variants. Then we got into 5.0, 5.0.1, 5.0.2, which is also supported by Samsung, so Lollipop, and then 5.1 and 5.1.1, and now we're on 6.0. It's really nice to have that on a kind of an oldish device. Yeah, you know, Samsung Galaxy S4. It's been 2 years and a half, I reckon, since I brought this device to you guys. I bought for myself. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'll get back to you guys after I configure the Marshmallow variant, and then I'll show you, as I always do, the pros and the cons, and I'll get through all of the features, and I'll be speaking about the design, performance, the smoothness, and of course the battery life. So stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm back running Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and I will show you that right away. Android 6.0 Marshmallow on my Galaxy S4. Let's play this little game. Yeah, okay, I suck at this. And as you may see, or you may not, okay, the model number is GTI 9505. So this is the Galaxy S4 running the unofficial version of CM13, the Marshmallow version. Okay, first impression is that this ROM, even it is in the alpha stage, beta stage, or whatever, or even if it is unofficial, this ROM is fucking blazing fast. You heard me. If I was telling you that Android 5.1.1 was fast, this guy over here is ridiculously fast. I can't tell you enough. First thing. Second thing, Wi-Fi is working perfectly. Third thing, I haven't found any kind of bug that would keep me from using this as a daily driver, which is really strange. You know, it's an official build, it's been ported from another device, and it's in alpha stage or beta stage, I don't know what, but it is rock stable. So first of all, let me introduce you to some Marshmallow features that also work on this ROM. I know you guys been waiting for this for a long time, and here we go. Multi-window on Google Edition ROM. Multi-window, guys. As you may see this little icon here, you can open up messaging and other app into background, like the phone app or the messaging app. Take a look. Android Marshmallow 6.0. Either way, this is in an experimental release. This multi-window feature is an experimental release, so it's not that stable. I heard that a couple of actually my friend who is using a Nexus 4 and running of course Marshmallow told me that the multi-window is not actually good for multitasking. So if he was using Waze application, Waze social traffic and power amp in the same time, if it was opened on Waze, for example, it was focused on Waze, then the power amp was freezed. So there is no such ability to run two apps like graphically in the same time. So if for instance, if we have Google Maps and Waze in the same time, the primary application is gonna be always in focus. The second one, you could set it in focus, but then the first one will get freezed. So there's not such thing as multitasking in this stage, so that's why it's an experimental stage. So it's not really suitable like the multi-window on touch with ROMs. So getting along with the multi-window, we should talk about other features like the volume controlling button. So if we press, let me turn on, so this is like normal mode with you know, sounds, all sounds activated. So if we press a couple of times left to dim the volume down, you'll get into vibrate mode, as you may see the icon here. If we press again, it will get into do not disturb mode, like this. You see the icon. So it's a really nice touch because you don't have to press a lot of buttons in order to get into the real silent mode or the vibrate mode. Let's check out the toggles. So we have the Wi-Fi, which is perfectly working. I haven't tested the Bluetooth and I don't have a device in order to test it. Do not disturb button, mobile data, auto rotate flashlight. We have flashlight integrated in the status bar and it's perfectly working. Location bar and cast from Chromecast and so on. Okay, let's get into the settings because we all know that there have been some improvements, and right away we'll notice this category called this row called memory. And this is kind of the task manager. It shows you the average memory use, total memory, and how much is free. So it's 36% used, and the most important, it shows you which application is using what the amount of RAM. So for example, Android OS is using 286 megabytes, Android System 46, only 46, System User Interface 67, Google Play Services, Trebuchet Launcher, and Android keyboard, and so on. So this is a really nice touch that was included in Marshmallow. Now, I think that, yeah, you can now grant the permission of every single app. So you can customize every single app in order to have to give the app all the permissions you need. So for example, if the camera has the permission to gain access to the camera, to the microphone, and to the storage, you can deactivate it. And of course, if you disable the camera permissions for the camera, it won't be able to take any kind of pictures. So it's really nice touch because for example, if you don't want an app to gain access to your location, you will be safe like that, and you will have no worries about, you know, somebody stealing your location or somebody knowing where you are, what you're doing, and so on, and who you're sleeping with. Ha ha ha. Okay. Moving up, let's see what else. So I've told you about the multitask, the new task manager that was implemented. Speaking about the design, we have here a bunch of new wallpapers. I don't know if they're Marshmallow specific, but there are a couple that come with the cyanogen mode, and the first one you'll get is this one, but I have recently changed it because I think this looks far better. So let me focus. I was speaking about the design. It's not been changed a lot compared to the latest the last one, 5.1.1 Android Lollipop CM 12.1. It's not changed a lot, and I think, to be honest, I think it's better to have it like this. The launcher has been changed to a vertical scrolling drawer. I've been browsing through some apps, didn't see any kind of difference between this release and the last one. so it's not they are not so major graphical upgrades. Speaking about the Marshmallow. Now, since it is a CM ROM, you will be able to get this feature called status bar row, which will allow you to set your clock in the center. You know, these usual tweaking options, like a battery status style, icon portrait. You can change up to circle in order to see it like this. App, I really like it best, so it's best to have it like that. Let me focus properly. What else? Oh, okay, NFC is perfectly working, as you saw. Since it is again a cyanogen mode ROM or port on an official whatever it is, you can you benefit of themes, so you can get tons of themes from Google Play Store in order to modify your user interface if you don't like it. So it's not such a big deal if it has the same design as the previous one, the Lollipop. Now, enough with the design. So let's rate it. I would rate it currently, since it is a cyanogen mode ROM, they will need some new implementations, like the ability to change these rows over here, the tiles. I'll give it a strong 8 of 10, and don't be mad at me. This is an official release. Believe me, 8 of 10 is the best grade it could gain, best rank. So 8 of 10, it's really cool for its release type, release date, and so on. So it's an official release, guys, again. Now we'll get in the most important thing that I reckon it's more important than the design part, which is the performance and the smoothness. And I will show you, I'll open some apps and show you how fast it is. So from the beginning you'll see that even the recent app panel is blazing fast and smooth, as you may see, and opens apps really quick. Sorry, forgot to press it. Okay, set up your SD card. What the fuck? Okay, so and I'll open Themes app, for example. Sorry. So switching back and forth between apps is really smooth and silky. I'm gonna show you how fast you can dial up a number. So if I write 415 like this and hit the call button, it's instantaneously. Okay, a SIM card has activated your service and updated your phone's roaming capabilities. It's really nice to see that it's done automatically. So this is how it looks when you receive a message, the floating notification bar. Let's see if the ambient display works. The lock screen. I guess it will have some. It will need some time in order to, you know, fade in and out. But yeah, this is how the lock screen looks like. Let me focus. Okay, so from the beginning you will notice a new font. So new font speaking about the clock and the date. Again, a really nice feature of, I don't know if it's been implemented in Marshmallow or only in CM13, but if we double press the power button, you will automatically get into camera. So really blazing fast, almost, let's say 5 seconds or 6 seconds. It's really cool to have this feature when you just want to take a quick pic, a hot girl in a subway, something like that. Yeah, just giving ideas, bad ideas. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into some apps like the calculator. Okay, let's open up the clock application. Let's open up, I don't know what, the music application. Let's open up Google Play Store. And as you may see, it really gets out and in really fast without any interruption. You don't have that nasty lag which we got used to on Android. It's really blazing fast. So Android Marshmallow, in my opinion, in terms of speed and performance, it is the best Android 6.0. So So Android 6.0 is the best Android ever released on the market. Believe me, I've never seen a phone fast like this. Even iPhone has to learn something from this, because I've seen Apple fanboys that always mention that iPhone is more smoother in opening applications, it's more smoother in multitasking, it's more smoother and blah blah blah. iPhone, you got served. Take a look. No lag at all. This is a 2-year-old device, and take a look at how fast I am browsing through different applications. You don't have to be mad at me, you just have to admit that Android is right now 6.0. The Android 6.0 is right now the best operating system platform you'll ever find for any kind of devices. So stop talking about how good and how great iOS is, because Android is gonna slap your face. That's what I have to admit, and I don't always admit this, because since I've been an Android fan for more than 5 years, maybe even 6, I know what Android has to do with us and what we have to do with Android, and I know all the specs and all the features, and I've been using Android from 2.0 to 2.1 Eclair version on my Galaxy S1, and I've been through all of the lags and all of the force closes and all of the misunderstandings and all of the random reboots, and I have to tell you that this variant, the Marshmallow, is looking pretty well. It's looking even better than iPhone in terms of speed and stability and smoothness, and this is a major step for Android, and I'm really glad I've been with Android since, I think 2009. Yeah, 2009. It's a really nice feeling to know that they've been always evolving to something new, to something different, to something less laggy, something more stable, and yeah, it's really a great feeling to know that. So speaking about performance and smoothness and speedness and stability, this build, even it is an alpha build, gets 10 out of 10. Pay attention, 10 out of 10. I don't think I gave this rank ever before, but this deserves a 10 out of 10 because it's blazing fast, blazing smooth, 60 fps. Believe me, I'm recording this video 60 frames per second, you may see. So let's browse a website, for example, big. So I will browse a big website in order to see how fast it is. So it's a Romanian website, and I will switch to standard view because it's not optimized for mobile browsing. And take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. Okay, so this is the stock browser. What are we talking about? Okay, this is a stock browser. Android has done a great job implementing all kind of useful tweaks like the multi-window, the RAM manager, and CM12 is even getting into the next stage of customizability, and everything is working perfectly as it should, so no problems at all. I think that was all I could say about this new released Android 6.0 Marshmallow. I hope you like it. It's almost 5 p.m. I hope you like it. Again, you'll have all the files you'll need in order to get this on your Galaxy S4 right down into the description. So if you like this video, please make sure you hit that damn thumbs up button. It will help me a lot, and it will keep me as always motivated doing this kind of stuff. And again, thank you for watching, guys. We'll hope the best because this is a very promising start, a new fresh start for Android in order to have the best operating system on the planet. So peace, guys. Stay tuned. Wicked Android is out. Bye bye.